Hey, have you ever been caught in the cycle that you always have to do something new? You got to do something fresh to stay relevant. I mean, you got to create content, you got to post, you got to come up with new ideas. Man, just the thought of it makes you tired. Episode 20, we're going to get into it. You know what we're going to say? Put it on repeat. Let's go.
We got the passion, we got the drive. Regular people living real lives. And this is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. And this is TC.
My people, my people, my people, my people. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We are at episode 20. Got to be more careful. Man, this is a celebratory episode. We're going to get into the topic in a second, but I just got to say thank you for rocking with me on TC Talks for 20 episodes. Listen, I am elated. I am excited, and I'm just so glad to hit this milestone, man. And listen, for those of you who say that you can't, that you don't have enough, that you don't have a team, that you don't have the right resources, you don't have enough money, all of those are hosh posh, whatever that means. Listen, it's just excuses. Because can I tell you this? For 20 episodes, I have been by myself. I am the content creator. I am the executive producer. I am the post-production editor. I'm the one who posted online. I am the graphics creator. And I'm also the host and the talent of the show. I'm the lighting director. I'm the set designer. I have done it all by myself, which is to say you can do it too. You don't have to start with a lot, just start with action. Yeah, let me welcome everybody to the 20th episode of TC Talks, where we're just regular people living real lives. I've sung that 20 times. Man, first of all, welcome back everybody that's been rocking with me, that you've been catching the episodes. I appreciate you. And if this is your first episode, the 20th episode is your first episode, shame on you. No, for real. Thank you so much, first timers, man. I appreciate you. But do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And every time we drop fresh content, you will be the first one to be notified. Man, I appreciate y'all. God knows I do. Listen, I want to also let you know that this 20th episode is going to cap the first season of TC Talk. But don't you go nowhere. Don't you unsubscribe. Don't you hit that channel, because we getting prepared for 2026, man. And the second season, we're looking to have a fresh flair, fresh flavor, fresh information, fresh conversation. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. But in this episode, I want to help you with the pressure of always having to do something new, coming up with something fresh so that you can remain relevant, so that you can stay in front of people. Let me be the first one to tell you, if nobody has ever told you, put that thing on repeat. Put it on repeat. I don't know if I got any movie buffs out there watching, but I can say that I am a movie buff. And some of my favorite movies, man, is The Five Heartbeats. You know, you sure you want to hang with old Lady Kane? You know, is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up, stand up. You know, Rocky 3, man. You know, I'm a 70s baby, so these are older movies, man. But the reason why I'm just bringing those things out, Superman, you know, the original Superman, Christopher Reeve, that guy. Well, he's not the original, but that's the one that I grew up watching. There are moments in those movies, those scenes that I remember candidly and most vividly. Well, how do I remember that? Like in the Five Heartbeats, that there's a scene in there with Big Red, and Bird busts into his office, and uh, and Big Red tells Bird, "My office hours are from 9 to 5." How do I remember that scene? Because I watched it so many times. In Rocky 3, I remember when Mr. T, known as Clubber Lang in the in the movie, you want Lotimo, don't you? You want Lotimo? Come on, come on. There's a Lotimo where that came from. How do I remember that scene? Because I watched it several times. I watched it over and over and over again because I enjoyed it. I can watch it today and it's still not in 4K, but I still love watching the movie. I still like watching it. And and there's one time where he's sitting there and he said, "I'm gonna hurt him real bad, pain." How do I remember that? Because I watched the movie over and over again. Again, it's not in HD, it's not in 4K because it was recorded and shot before that technology existed. But I still enjoy the movie. It's still fresh to me. It's still relevant to me. Even though I watched it several times, my wife gets on me now. She said, "You gonna watch this again?" I was like, "Yep." I sure am because I enjoy it. Let me say this. If you've been following me, you've heard about the E3 framework: exposure, education, and execution. Well, exposure, most people process that as a one and done step, that I only have to see it one time and that's it. But I've discovered that exposure is not a one and done step in the results that you desire to produce based on what you're executing. Exposure is a continuous rhythm that you should always be listening to so that it can always bring, watch this, the idea fresh in your head, the product fresh in your head, so you never lose sight of what you are doing. It's okay to see it more than one time. Put it on repeat, like your favorite song. You know, back in the day, we didn't have the button to put it on repeat and automatically repeat it. You had to listen to it, rewind that tape all the way back to the beginning if it was a single, and then hit play. Well, if it was a tape with multiple songs, you had to rewind it back to the spot that you think that it was, and then hit play. Ha, man, technology is something else, isn't it? But watch this. It's so much easier today because if you like something, you just hit that little circle button and that little arrow button that's in a circle that says we're gonna play this over and over and over again. And it's the same words or the same song at the same volume with the same pitch, the same cadence, and you just listen to it over and over again. And it's just getting into your conscience even deeper, more deeper, and more deeper. And it's hard to get it out. Watch this. That's how you can hum a song without it playing on the radio. You can sing a song without even hearing the music, because you've heard it so much that your brain has recorded the information. It's recorded all the instruments. It's recorded the bass. It's recorded the drums. It's recorded the background singers. And you're able to sing the song by yourself without any of those things existing in the room. Watch this. You don't need that to motivate you to say what you've rehearsed over and over and over again. You can sing it so much that the song produces emotions. It produces like a good feel emotion, or if it's a song that brings back a nice memory that makes you emotional, you can even cry singing a song without the radio or speakers. Isn't that crazy? That is strength, man. That is like it brings it into reality because you've rehearsed it so much. And that's what I want to say. Do not get caught on the hamster's wheel that you always got to create something new. You don't. Put that thing on repeat. Some even say rinse and repeat. See, the problem is because of the 9 friends that we have, and once they've heard it, once they've seen it, you think the whole world has seen it. Man, there's almost 8 billion people on the planet. And so do not reduce 8 billion people to the 9 people that you know well. Don't do that. Because watch this, you will get content creators burn out, and you're always looking for something fresh, and you're always looking for something new. And you can look for something fresh and new, but it's not you. And that's what I've learned in this process of the TC Talks podcast. I, I'm not looking for always fresh and new content that I got to come up with something new all the time. Listen, because when you tune in, you tune in to hear me, to talk with me, to converse. And I can't give you organic content if it's not me. And I'm not going to forsake me just to give you something new. Then guess what? It's not original. And I think people are more drawn to original, organic, versus just something new and fresh. You sound like a robot, man, trying to tell somebody something new that you don't hardly know or understand yourself. No, man. See, the problem with interesting people is they don't try to be interesting. They're interesting because they're interested in what they're telling you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And so, yeah, don't get caught in the hamster's wheel of always trying to do something new and relevant so you can just stay out there so you can do that. Don't stop going through the midlife crisis of content. You know what midlife crisis is, you get a certain age and they say the old man got to go buy a sports car or a motorcycle just to prove that he's still fresh, or the women got to go get all this extra makeover and all this kind of stuff pushed up and pulled down just to still feel young. Nah, man, let me tell you something. If you are alive and well, where gravity has taken over, where you got a few lines and wrinkles there, can I tell you what? Those things are not signs of old age. What I call those are victory marks. That means you've lived long enough for your body to change. And yeah, it's a gift to get old. Because you know what? If you don't get old, there's another option. So if you're not getting older, that means you over there, what they call stony rest, the cemetery, that you have given up the ghost. You're dead. And so I would rather get old. And getting older is, I'm not trying to repeat my youth. What? Man, I don't know about you. But when I was young, well, I'm not old now. I'm 50, but but I don't want to repeat 18, 19. No, I don't. No, because the wisdom that I have now, oh my God. What? The wisdom that you've gathered from living? And now you want to go through a crisis of trying to repeat what you used to be, even though it didn't work? No. I much prefer the version of TC now than the one that was in 1992. I do. And so you need to embrace you now. Man, I'm not trying to repeat what I did when I was younger. I'm just rehearsing who I am now. And I want to get good at who I am now. And watch this. And then by the time I master 50, I'll be 60. And then I want to rehearse 60. And then when I get good at 60, I'll probably be 70. So you see what you got to look forward to? See what you got to look forward to? And I'm not worried about, TC, how you get 70, get old. The Bible says, listen, when Joshua was 70 years old, the man still had all of his strength. I'm claiming that. In my 70s, man, I'm going to still be good. I'm going to still be pushing. I'm going to still be rolling. I'm going to still be driving. I'm going to still be riding the e-bike. I'm going to still be on the scooter. I'm going to still be in the ocean in my 70s. Yeah, I'm claiming that. So stop being under the pressure that you always got to produce something new. You don't. Listen, Thanksgiving is coming up in just a couple of weeks. And I'm going to make sweet potato pies. It's not my recipe. It's my grandmama's. Some people say grandmother's. My grandmama, my G-ma, my grandma, it's her recipe. She showed me years ago. She showed me the ingredients. She showed me how much to put in it. She showed me what to bake it on, what kind of pie shells to get. All these wonderful things. And guess what? The only thing, I didn't try to recreate the sweet potato pie recipe. I just put that thing on repeat. And it's good to me. And to me, it tastes just like my grandmama. Now, they might not have had my grandmama's sweet potato pie, but I haven't had a complaint about my sweet potato pie yet. I have not. That means say it's good. So I'm telling you, once you get your reps up and just rehearse and repeat what you're currently doing, you will be amazed at the results that's produced by the things that you rehearse the most. Because even in the Bible, man, when God spoke to Abraham and said, I'm going to bless you and I'm going to make your name great. And through you, all the families of the earth is going to be blessed. That's in Genesis chapter 12, right? And then I think it was in Genesis 15 where Abraham said, look, what you going to give me seeing that I go without a child? Because, you know, his wife Sarah was old and barren and he was old, 75 years old. Like, man, having a kid was probably, wasn't a thought that they had. But this is what God did. He took him outside and said, look up. If you can count the stars, that's how great your descendants are going to be. And this thing just blew me away, y'all. I like God used an infinite picture, or not just an infinite picture, that one that will be on repeat every single night, the sky. So every day and every night that Abraham walked outside of his tent or just walking in the night stroll, look up, he would be reminded of his promise. God put the picture on repeat so that he would not get discouraged, that he could always be reminded of what he said just by looking up and seeing the stars. Now, if the God of the universe, the engineer of our body, the architect of our psychology, can put something on repeat and it work, what? I'm going to do the exact same thing. Because it works. It works. Exposure is not a moment, it's a rhythm, man. It's a rhythm that just keeps you. Like, even if you think about your favorite, come on for a second, think about your favorite song. Type your favorite song. Type your favorite. I guarantee if you type your favorite song, next thing you know, you start hearing the beat to it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay, yeah. What? Where's the band? Where are the singers? They're not there. It's just your favorite song. Because look at that cognitive strength. It just brings all of that. It brings the band, it brings the background, it brings the lead singer. Matter of fact, you probably even remember the place you heard it because it made that great of an impact. And you just brought it up and it brought about the experience. That's amazing. That's powerful. That's awesome. So in this 20th episode, you ain't always got to be up under the pressure of being fresh. There are a lot of things that are worth repeating. Right? And it worked. Okay. TC, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, check it out. You brush your teeth the same way every time you brush your teeth. Now, if you're a creature of habit, you use the same toothbrush. Repeat. I go to the same barber, pretty much get the same haircut because it works. Repeat. Most of us use the same shower, same soap. Repeat. Some of you go to the same manicures and pedicures. Repeat. And it works. And ain't nobody mad at you because you went to the same, watch this, same grocery store. You buy the same type of bread, same type of cereal, same type of milk. Repeat. It works. It's so much so you go to your favorite restaurant and you order your favorite meal. Repeat. So much so that if you go to that restaurant enough and you order it enough, you don't even have to say anything. Your waitress or your server knows what your order is. And you say, yep, that's it. Repeat. Now, if that works in everyday life, why can't it work with a business idea? Why can't it work preparing yourself and educating yourself to be promoted, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again? What puts you in line for promotion or growth or better living is because what you do it over and over and over again. You do it so well, people see it. So you know what? I want them to do that here. Yeah. Same thing in sports, man. The reason why people get traded to a team oftentimes, or get drafted or picked up or get a better contract, is because they keep doing what they do well over and over and over again. Y'all, in this 20th episode, I just want you to put it on repeat. Then sit back and watch the results that you have desired come in. Be so efficacious, means effective, it'll blow your mind. All right. I am at the end of my 20th episode. How did I get here? I just repeated the process over and over again. I set up the lights, rolled the camera, started the clock, put in the card, made sure the batteries were charged, mic'd myself, all these things over and over again. And it produced 20 episodes. Yeah. The drive and the determination, and I believe as I continue to do it, I will get better and better and better and better. And here it is, and this is what I'll leave you with. If TC can do it, and I'm just a regular person living a real life, so can you. And don't let nothing and nobody stop you from putting it on repeat. Hey! All right. For the 20th time, remember, live a life so that others can say, now that right there, that is hope in motion. Why are you so excited? Because it's 20th episode. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. And we gonna come back stronger, wiser, better. Season 2. All right. Love you to pieces. I'll see you in season 2. Have a great one.